I'm happy to introduce you to a new product that we've just listed in our store, silk framed greeting cards. These are different than anything I've seen on the market anywhere. The unique feature about these is that you have a matted silk panel in the front of the card. It's recessed behind a mat. It's stretched tight. This could be used for embroidery, it could be used for painting, it could be used for stamping. You can embellish on this and have your primary art inside the card, or you could use the inside of the card as a background to your primary art on the outside of the card. Because of the mats, it actually creates this recessed area inside the card. We have about a 1/16 of an inch on this side and about a 1/16 of an inch on this side that's actually recessed, creating an area to do your art on the inside. The finish of these cards is a nice pearl color. This one I'm holding is the white. We also have it in the gold. Wouldn't that be beautiful for a 50th anniversary card? We have it in silver. We have it in blue, in mint green, and in pink. I want to show you the envelope to these cards. It's unique too. It's made in very heavy cardstock, and it has this plastic panel inside that allows your artwork to show through to the outside, creating this double matte effect, which I think is really attractive. I'll show you a few that I've actually decorated here. Here's one that's been very simply done. I created a 3D art using die-cut 3D sheet. This particular one has 3 layers, and I just built the layers up inside the card. You'll note, despite the fact that it has 3 layers, the card closes very nicely over the top. There's plenty of room for that. I decorated, the stripe comes from the straight line stickers from Starform, and the lettering is from Dazzles. Note how heavy this card is. You can hear it when it closes, it kind of snaps. That's because of the matting, and it's actually about 3/8 of an inch thick with a solid back. You're definitely going to be into some additional postage required with these, but they're definitely worth it for your special cards. This is what it looks like when we have the surface decorated, showing through that mailer. Isn't that pretty? Here's another one of the samples that I created, once again just using the star forms for the straight lines. Here's the Dazzle lettering. The little dragonfly comes off the tiny touches from Dazzles, and this is just a piece of my 3D art that I saved to put on the outside of the card. Inside, I've got a 3D build-up. This one has 5 layers, and it still closes nicely. Now, I do want to let you know about one little drawback here that I think is important to note, just in the interest of full disclosure. Some of these cards have had little imperfections. While the manufacturer's suggested retail price of these cards is $4.99, we're listing them at $2.49. The reason for that is because I found some little imperfections in the cards. They're definitely worth using, but you need to know that you may have a few little workarounds. For example, on the inside of this card, I noticed that there was a little glue strip right here that was created and left during manufacturing. A corner Dazzle took care of that very nicely, and no one would know it was there if I weren't pointing it out. But I think it's important to know you may have little imperfections like that. The envelope to the white, the plastic was loose in it. I'm going to need to use a couple of glue dots to put that plastic back in place. Now, once again, no one's ever going to know that that was an issue, but I think it's important that you know. And because there are these small imperfections, you're going to get them at a really attractive price point. Have fun.